What's up, YouTube? Hamish McDowell here. Coming at you today to answer Jay's 2016 10 questions. I know it's been about a month since he put the video out, and I'm just now getting time to respond. But before we get to those 10 questions, we're going to do a little housekeeping. I am smoking a Hoyo de Monterey Epicure number 2. It's a good cigar. It's getting a lot of hype lately. It was either this past year or the year before. It was Cigar Aficionado in their top 25, whatever that means to you. It's not bad. It's good. It's not great, but right now it's good. So we'll see where she develops as we keep smoking, though. But that's not the point of this video, if there is one. We're going to answer 10 questions. So I have them written on a piece of paper here. Jay does this every year. His handle on YouTube is Dighsx. If you want to participate, which is always kind of cool because you get to learn a little bit about everyone and where they're from and the way they think, which could be scary. But go check him out. Give him a sub. He has a ton of them. But all right, here we go. Question number 1. The cost of the following items where I live. 1 gallon of milk, anywhere from $2 to $3. A gallon of gas just recently jumped $1.60 to $1.80. 50 grams of tobacco. If it's a tin of tobacco that I would really want to smoke, 12 to $14. 1 cigar, a good cigar, $10 to $12. 1 large topping pizza. There's so many pizza deals now that you can get a large 1 topping pizza for $5, $5-6. A dozen eggs. That's more than the milk, which is surprising. A dozen eggs is $2.50 to $3.50. So I think that's it. 2. Define friendship. I don't like questions like this. Friendship, someone who's gonna be there for you, I guess. It's kind of a lame answer, but someone who's no matter what the details of the situation, they're gonna put you before themselves. I guess that's friendship. Friendship's changed a lot, especially since we live in such a digital age. It's some people could define it as people that you know. So I'm not really sure on the answer on that. Number 3, what did you have for dinner last night? We had, I had grilled chicken, barbecue chicken on the grill. Obviously, if I grilled it on the grill. On the charcoal grill this past weekend, and we try to cook enough on the weekend so that we don't have to cook as much during the week. So we had leftover grilled barbecue chicken with roasted vegetables in the oven. It was superb, with a glass of wine. Link to the internet in my head. Would I want that? Absolutely not. Seems like my cell phone has all become but a curse to me now because I'm constantly on it, and I wish I wasn't on my phone as much as I am. So there is certainly no way I would want to link in my head. Not to mention that someone could always find you or locate you then. Not that I'm doing bad shit or anything, but, sometimes you don't want people to know where you are. You just want to go off and be secluded and be left alone, and having a link embedded in your head would not allow that. So for me, no, absolutely not. I do not want a link to the internet in my head. Ugh. Are you smarter or dumber than you think? Depends on the situation. In general, I'd like to think I'm smarter than I think I am, but some people may think that I'm dumber than I attribute myself to be. So I'd like to think that I'm smarter than I am, but it just really depends on the situation. So, what's one skill you wish you had? That's easy for me. I wish I had some kind of skills with tools, whether it's building things, working on engines or mechanical or whatever. You want something fixed or something built, I am not your guy to do that. I am, I guess, what society considers very educated. I read and write, and that's what I get paid to do. So for me, I wish I was more hands-on. I wish that if I needed to build a shed or something like that, I could do that. Or if I needed to fix something in the engine of the car, I could do that, and I can't. So that really would be something I would love to have, a skill. All right, if I jumped out of a plane, would I rather have a 30% chance that the chute doesn't open or a 30% chance that the bungee jumping rope breaks if I were to bungee jump? Yikes, this is a get you either way. For me, I guess I would choose the plane, jumping out of the plane. If you're going to end it, you're going to have a chance to end it, at least you had a good view on the way down, right? I've never had a desire to bungee jump or really jump out of a plane, so for me, really neither. But if I had to choose the lesser of the two evils, I would think jumping out of a plane. Could you spend $10 million in one day? Now, could implies, could it be done? Yes, it can be done. It could be done. Could I spend $10 million in a day? Probably not. But, there are companies and businesses that are bought every day. They're ranging the hundreds of millions of dollars, and so of course, if you wanted to invest real quickly in a big company, it'd be easy to spend $10 million in a day. But for me, if I had $10 million, I wouldn't be buying a company, and I'm not sure what I would buy. Therefore, I don't think that I could spend it in a 24-hour time period. So, he said, if yes, how? I don't think I could, so I don't think I have to answer that part. Number 9, what's the best part of your day? Well, there's two that are really kind of the best parts of my day. Number 1 could be this time now, the time I get home from work. And I don't mean this in the wrong way. I'm very blessed. I love my family, but sometimes you have to have quiet time for yourself. And there's about an hour and a half, 2 hours before my family actually gets home. By the time I get home, depending on the day, and I like that quiet time just to sit and read, or relax, or smoke a cigar, or a pipe, or just to kind of reflect and have my own time a little bit. Either that or early in the morning. I'm a very early riser, and I get up before my family, and sometimes it's nice just to sit and drink some coffee and reflect and try to be calm and still before the day begins. So I really enjoy those parts of my day. Not that I don't value my time with my family. Please don't misunderstand me. I love my family to death. Love my kids. I love playing with my kids. But I think sometimes we forget about our own selves too, in the sense of just being, self-reflective and meditating and being patient. Number 10. Would I rather live in a 25 square foot house on 1 acre or 500 square foot house on 500 acres? If this is me personally living alone and doesn't have a family or anything, I would easily go with the 500 square foot house on 500 acres. I think that would be just absolutely ideal. Quiet, serene. Again, I'm not handy with tools or anything, so I'd have to be pretty close to something where I could go and buy things. But if I'm keeping my family in mind, like I had to live and we had to operate, I have a wife and 3 little boys, so a 500 square foot house, that really doesn't work that well. So in that capacity, I would have to go with the 25 square foot home. But to each his own, right? So, Jay, thanks for asking these questions. I always enjoy hearing other people's answers, and especially your answers. And I think you're a great guy, and I hope everyone out there knows you and subs you, and appreciate all you do. So until the next time, we'll see you on down the road. Cheers.